listening to Party Nerds Weekly.
What's going on, fam? Welcome back to the Party Nerds podcast. I'm here, Ralph is here, Jorge's here. Later in the show, Haas is going to be here. But to clarify something, okay, this whole episode we're going to do is pretty much a precursor to the finale that we're going to see tomorrow. So when we're saying we're doing an episode recap for episode 8, and our question derives from episode 8, and it's been 7 days, yeah, it's going to look like it's spoiling it, but it also shows me that you're not watching. So I implore you, it's a great show. And I know a lot of you don't like episodic shows that go from week to week, and you feel the need to binge once the show ends. This ain't that type of program.
Can I chime in real quick?
Sure.
You're being too goddamn nice to them. If you have been on this channel and watched our show numerous times, you've had a week. You know how many days that is? It's 7 days, okay?
That's right.
You've had 7 days, okay? If I had ChatGPT up right now, I'd ask how many hours, how many seconds. Because long story short, if you didn't know about we were going to talk about it then, best believe we were going to talk about it now. So I'm going to tell you straight up like this. If you just seen it and you got spoiled, well, shit. Luck to you.
Oh, I did the calculations.
I didn't know what I wanted. I know. What's the calculations? Go ahead.
I did the calculations because I took junior high math, and I believe it's 20. Was it 24? Was it 24 times 7? 108 hours. Yes.
Woo.
So you had 108 hours to watch this episode, and you failed to do so. But yet we put a question up today. We didn't put it up 3 days ago. We put it up today. Yeah, look, there go the picture. Matter of fact, there you go. There's your spoiler right there. Matt got shot. Matt got shot. But we're going to get to that later. Okay. So as far as the current events today, I wanted to actually pull up something because we're going to talk about Sinners next week, and Sinners as of right now. And if you haven't been paying attention or been under a rock, it has been released to critics, and the critics, of course, have seen the movie tenfold. As a matter of fact, a few times. So this is now the 5th or 6th collaboration between Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, whether it's Fruitvale Station, the Creed movies, Black Panther, and now this. 45 reviews in from established critics. We haven't gotten an audience score yet because that usually happens when the movie drops. 45 reviews in. It's still at 100%. On Rotten Tomatoes. Now, usually, I think it's going to be great, Biggs. Usually, I call bullshit. Everett, what's up, man? I usually call bullshit when something like that happens. But when it's a resounding consensus of a product that is out there, and yet we're looking at it from the context of, Coogler, the last movie he did was Wakanda Forever. And that for the absence of Chadwick Boseman, that was really good.
I cried.
And then the beginning, Waterworks.
I cried. I cried.
The ending, Waterworks, bro.
All
I'm saying. All right, so look, I'm gonna go over this real quick because this shit. All right, for one, there's a lot of reviewers that a lot of people follow, whether it's being on social media and everything like that. One happening to be Brandon Lewis from was it Geek Vibes Nation, talked about Sinners as a staggering magnum opus that methodically chips away at the borders of blackness to post-it a new path while giving credit to past ones forged for survival. Deep as hell. That's deep.
That was a whole lot of extra words. What did he mean by that? That was a lot of extracurricular
Okay.
words to
Okay.
kind of say.
So basically saying the context of the historical context that this movie is derived from. I think it's basically the setting is in the 1930s. So obviously the the I'm going to say the context of what black people were back then, and for this to also be a horror movie involved with it too. For one, I always talked about and joked about that Ryan Coogler found the first Blade draft in the trash, and if we remember correctly, there was a Blade story that was written from the time period of Blade being, of course, born so long ago that this story was like him in the 1920s or 30s. It was going to be in the French Quarter. It was going to be black as hell. And the antagonist in this was going to be Lilith, which is the daughter of Dracula. Of course, you'd make a little bit of substitutions. Delroy Lindo was supposed to be in the Blade film. He ends up being in the Sinners film. Aaron Pierre was going to be in the Blade film. He was actually signed up to do Sinners, but then Green Lantern came calling. The antagonist was Lilith, the daughter of Dracula. The antagonist in this is Haley Stanfield's character, one of the vampires in the film, in this one. And then substitution, yeah, Blade for Michael B. Jordan's two twins in Smoke and Stack. So it's kind of like, it could be not, don't know. But overall, when we're looking at like certain reviews that are saying, much like the vampires it depicts, Coogler's latest shall be immortal. Sinners is a timeless tale that is part social commentary, part creature feature, and a boldly bloody good time. That was Brittany Murphy from Muses of Media. So, like, when we're looking at it, you have a lot of established reviewers that went to go see the movie, got the pre-screening, and were blown away. See, and I saw this comment too, Everett. Your comment saying, "Is this going to be the Black from Dusk Till Dawn?" I don't think so. So Robert Rodriguez is from Dusk Till Dawn. George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino end up at an Aztec bar in the middle of Mexico, which is which was disguised as like a ritual temple or everything like that, where all these vampires derive from, to where this is probably like deep South Alabama or Mississippi at a juke joint, to where you're looking at aspects of Black culture where there's music present. There's Smoke and Stack being like people who are bootleggers trying to make their living as, just coming up in the world because there is nothing for you out there. And then also, from Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, it wouldn't be bad either. I mean, I could get past Quentin Tarantino sucking on Salma Hayek's feet. But just saying, that's what he did.
I felt like you just wanted to point that out. Specifically, right
one
there.
Specific aspect that points out from that damn movie.
Y'all need
I mean, it was kind of the movie that made Salma Hayek, because she came out. Look, he said it big, said it. She came out, did that dance with the snake, bro. Whew, Lord. Okay, I'm just saying that movie shot her to the stratosphere.
I just tell Biggs I can hear him.
You can hear Biggs, can't you? I heard him from here. He said, I mean, it wouldn't be bad either. But as far as the reviews are going, they talk about how gory it is. They talk about the fright factor that's basically in it because it's a horror film. They talk about how sexy it is. And they talk about the historical context of it, which makes an overall great movie. Now, I haven't seen the movie. Of course, with the way that Hollywood IPs go, they'll look at a movie that does extremely well, and what's the first thing that they think of? Sequel.
They ain't even let it just chill out for a second.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like a lot of these Hollywood folks, not the critics, The Hollywood folks are already talking, man, this shit needs a sequel. You got to do this shit again. You got to. Sometimes you just got to leave shit alone.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like people
Thank
were
you.
talking about, yeah, do a Big Trouble in Little China remake. And I'm like, don't you dare. I love that movie. David Lopan, Kurt Russell. They better
Hear
not.
me out.
And they said Dwayne the Rock Johnson because he was trying to do it. So tying this to comics, this makes me want to see a live action Philadelphia. I want to see a live action Philadelphia because I love that book. I have all 6 chapters, 6 volumes of Philadelphia here. Rodney Barnes does a fantastic job on that. If they ever do that shit, I'm there, front seat. Yeah, and look, G-Best, they do automatically think trilogy, and I'm thinking, why leave us in suspense that you have to do a second or a third one or anything like that? They might not be at the same scale. Maybe Ryan Coogler is busy. He might not be able to do the second or the third one.
What up, Bam Bam?
What's up, Bam Bam? You know what I'm saying? We might not get the chance, and I think that's the problem with a lot of IPs. You create an IP and people want you to remake the IP over and over, better than the first one. I think that was probably, the problem with Black Panther that everybody seems to just have going in their heads because they wanted to recast T'Challa so fast. We all know that he's going to get recast at some point in time. But I think at that point in time, when they wanted to release Wakanda Forever, it was like, you know what? We don't want to push the button yet. And I was okay with that. Now, that was something that needed a sequel. Certain things just need to be a one and done. Yes.
Absolutely.
So, like with the Black Panther series, we knew there was going to be sequels. We knew there was going to be more than 1, 2, 3, 4, however many you're going to put out there. But at some point in time, they're going to recast T'Challa, and it's going to be great. You know what I'm saying? It's like at this point, if they do bring in Damson Idris as the next Black Panther, cool. Because it looks like after Snowfall, he really ain't doing shit right now, and he's a really good actor.
Well, I mean, time out. He just finished the F1 movie, so which is going to be amazing.
Which is going to be amazing because you saw that trailer. That trailer is nuts.
I'm a big F1 fan, so I'm there. I better get some tickets.
I ain't in the cars like that, but that looked amazing.
Hey, now is the time to be a part of family. I'm just saying.
Hadouken! Absolutely.
Didn't even give it a chance.
You want me to just look at a hunk of metal and be like, "Oh, looks nice with the lights inside"? No, I'm not gonna do that. No, it's not gonna happen.
It was a good effort, everyone. It was a good effort.
It's okay, man. Sometimes I look at sunsets and I'll be like, "Yeah, it looks all right." I'm just saying, it's hard to please me.
That's what she said, but hey.
I see you, son. But also, I know that a lot of people outside of this particular movie, Matumbo Block, yes.
No.
Not today.
Not in my house.
But some people also might be thinking of when we've been getting like glimpses of this Fantastic Four trailer and when they're going to exactly like put that out. And Entertainment Weekly put this thing out to where it was like all them standing in their astronaut costumes, and then you saw nothing. So at the most part, as far as like the First Steps trailer that we saw, you don't really have to show us anything else. But the thing is, unfortunately, for anybody that was actually wondering, I kind of have a synopsis of what that trailer is going to look like.
Oh no.
So this is the thing. It's going to be attached to Thunderbolts in the beginning. So you might not see that trailer until what? May? When Thunderbolts actually drops.
Okay.
And what they're talking about is that you're going to see Reed in the trailer, you're going to see Reed using his powers, which we haven't seen in First Steps. You're going to see the female Silver Surfer, which we did not see in the First Steps trailer. You're going to get a confirmation that Sue is pregnant, which we did not see in the trailer. And Reed teasing that you're not prepared for what's coming. Possibly Galactus, possibly more. Don't know. And then that's the trailer. That's it. So it's like Reed using his powers, female Silver Surfer. You're not prepared for what's coming. Sue's pregnant. Done.
And I'm okay with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay with that.
So we've seen Pedro Pascal in the costume. We've seen him in the astronaut suit. We have not seen him go full on Stretch Armstrong in any form or fashion. We kind of knew that Sue was going to be pregnant in this movie with Franklin, and we talked about the fact that, of course, if Franklin comes along, if anybody understands the comics, that Franklin Richards is one, a mutant, two, one of the most powerful mutants you've ever seen in your life, because he can create pocket realities in his hands. So imagine if all these incursions are starting to disappear because of Dr. Doom, and then you got this little kid that's about like 2-3 years old and be like, you know what, I can just, here you go, Dad. I made a whole new universe for you. Now, the new take on Johnny Storm, to be honest, I'm kind of confused by it, because what they're talking about is like the sex appeal of Johnny Storm. And I'm like, do you need that? So it's like almost like whatever happened during the experiment that kind of like caused all the power sets of the Fantastic Four, whatever happened to Johnny caused like a traumatic incident with him to where he can't necessarily get over it. And it's affecting him throughout the entire movie.
Makes sense.
Right. So if you remember from the Chris Evans Fantastic Four, he was like a heartthrob. He like owned up to his powers. He was driving around a Ferrari. He had girls at him all the time. I like, if I could just like, burst into flames in front of some girl, you think some girls would be like, oh my God, that's hot. Literally.
Get out. Get out.
Just saying. But these are the things that are going to take place, and it's a different take on Johnny Storm. I get it.
So we're not going to reference Michael B. Jordan's Johnny Storm?
They better not. No. they better not.
So we just gonna gloss over that. We just
look. Bam said, "Where's the sound effects when I said that bad joke?" I don't know.
Go and get your boy.
But for the most part, I mean, I hope, because we're about like a couple months away. So May, June, July. Yeah, see, we talked about Michael B. Jordan in Sinners, and we put him on a pedestal. When we start talking about Fantastic Four, Michael B. Jordan,
again, it was another take. Let's go ahead, and it was a different take.
It was a different take. It was based on the Ultimates, and I was like, this is weird.
They shouldn't have burned that brother.
No, and the thing is, the fact that it's almost a good omen that he got Killmonger like a couple years after that,
right?
Because that killed every thought that he was Johnny Storm.
Yeah, I don't know. I brought it up just based off of this, but now that brother's Killmonger.
Exactly.
He Creed.
Yes. And if I wanted to wait, who said wait? Michael B. Jordan wasn't Fantastic Four. Unfortunately, look at that, driving around.
Not driving. I parked.
God, really? You gonna walk in the house on us?
I parked. What's up?
How you got a ring light? How you got a ring light in your car?
He got a ring light in his car.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, man. What's up, y'all?
That boy is bright.
Yeah, man. Light bright in the house. Go birds.
Fast and Furious, maybe. Don't Bam. Don't you do this? Don't do this. Leave Fast and Furious out of it. I'm trying to bring on the family. Don't put that.
Oh,
they
man,
haven't. And you know what the funny thing is? They haven't discussed a new one of those in a long time, and I think I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Why I keep dropping? All right.
Are you talking about Fast and Furious right now?
Yes.
Wait, what about Fast and Furious? There would be no slander.
Right? Thank you.
They haven't announced one in a while, and I'm feeling pretty good about it.
The fact is, they're
getting it right.
Yeah,
get one right. Vin Diesel about to be 60.
They're perfecting it so that it can end properly. That's what they're doing, right? They need to bring it back to the streets, okay, to the street levels. Not all this going this way. They need to bring it back to the streets. So that's what's happening. They bringing them back. So
That
they're
sounds-
perfecting it, like I said, and they're gonna bring it to family, and everything's gonna unify. We're gonna get an AI generated, probably Paul Walker, but be prepared for that. You know, at the end of the day, we're all gonna be drinking Coronas. We're all gonna be just listening to some more reggaeton. We're all gonna be understanding the concept of family, because that's what Fast and Furious is, family. I can't wait for this film now. I can't wait for this
Did
film.
you say that they taking it back to the streets? That sounds like the motto for Step Up 2.
Listen. They might take it up a notch, bro. Like they might enter the realm of teleportation, all right, and interdimensional travel. Fast and the Furious. You never know, man. They already went to space.
DeMeo is executive producing it, possibly.
You're lying. You lying. Vin Diesel in speed trunks. Enough, family. Coronas all around. He said Bo DeMeo's writing the script. Every dude in the whole movie gonna have their shirt off. Then you know what you need to do. You need to just not rock a shirt this whole movie. Right? Jason Momoa, no shirt for you. Luda, no shirt.
Oh my God.
No, babe, you wishing too much ill right now to the universe. I'm gonna need you to relax. They better not make a musical. But if they did,
Fast and the Furious, the musical. This is horrible.
That would hit.
I'm telling you, man.
That's a good Broadway.
They tour all over the country. It'd be like Fast and the Furious. They could do Fast and the Furious on ice.
Ooh!
Fast and Furious on ice. I'm just saying.
Ice.
All right, I need you to get out your own head. Stop.
There's also a Cirque du Soleil. There's a Fast and Furious Cirque du Soleil.
There's nothing that franchise can.
What are they flipping a car?
Bro, they've been putting it into space.
Oh my God!
Listen, bro. There's nothing that franchise can't do. I'm just saying. Nothing they can't do, bro.
God. All right. So now that we got Haas here,
what's up?
This Born Again episode 8.
Yes. Who shot you?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I wish I had a who shot JR moment, but I'm not gonna have that. He said, look. Everett talk about Vin. I need you to put on that wooden X.
Oh no. Vin Diesel just spinning around. What happened to my car?
Yeah. He said I heard Chris Brown was joining the team. Oh my God.
Oh man, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
No.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
Okay. If he did, all right, it would be dance moves on top of Chargers. And it would be it would be literally the most fire film. You know, understand.
Him and Tyrese would have a voice battle. They have a voice
battle.
Oh
yeah. It'd be like Martin and KC and Martin.
Oh my God, the Darnell Hill show. Yo, that was I don't know which episode is funnier. Like that damn Darnell Hill episode, the two-parter. I don't know if that's funnier or Bob from accounting.
Oh, Bob from accounting.
Yes. Bob from accounting.
That's Bob from accounting.
We're off topic,
or I know it's off topic, but you know what? But and then there's the Tommy the Hitman Hearns episode.
The Tommy the Hitman Hearns episode had me crying in my own house.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So
where he was in the boxing match.
Yeah, where he had the face all lumped up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. Yo, we may have to do nostalgia like Martin
top 10
episode. Yeah,
there's too many, so you got to do a 10. You can't do a 5.
Yeah, because there's oh my goodness, there's so much funny shit on Martin, bro.
So at the beginning of the podcast, we had to tell people because it's been a full. Well, it'll be 7 days.
Yeah, listen.
Tell them, go ahead.
Listen, if y'all not watching the show, what you mad about? What you mad about? The show's not important enough for you to watch it within a week's time. That's not our fault. We have an obligation to the people to talk about things like that. Y'all know we do spoilers. We don't even give spoiler. We don't even give spoiler alerts anymore. No. What is the point? What are we here to talk about?
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell everyone the same thing that I told basically myself. If I didn't see it, they damn sure gonna let me know about the episode, regardless. So if I don't get special treatment, damn sure y'all not getting no special treatment. Suck it up.
Listen, I love Invincible. It's one of my favorite shows. For whatever reason, I couldn't watch it on time most of the season, but I would say, like, yo, no, go ahead, talk about it, because I'm gonna watch it anyway. So it's like, if I gotta hold myself to that standard, we're holding all of y'all to that standard.
Absolutely.
You don't watch it in time, you can't stop us from talking about it.
Yep.
Sorry.
So
who shot you?
Wait, last one. Haas. Somebody Everett said that ain't no damn puppy episode. That ain't no damn puppy.
Yo, when Martin grabs the dog, bro, the fake dog, and he's doing the Nino Brown shit, bro.
Yo, the Nino Brown.
The Nino Brown shit was so funny, bro. And that was all improv. Like, that shit is legendary.
So I'm actually glad that Jorge jumped in this, because during the talk about this particular episode in the chat, Jorge had some interesting quotes about this.
Oh yeah. This is legendary right here, everybody. I need y'all to pay attention. We don't ever get Jorge talking. This
episode got him riled up.
Yeah. Go ahead. You got it, Jorge. I hope you drank your Gatorade. Go ahead.
Wait, he ain't got his mic on. Yo, your mic ain't on.
Your mic ain't on. Yeah, your mic not on.
Your mic ain't on.
Turn my headphones up.
Yeah, fist it up. He got shot 8 times in his ear.
That's right.
Turn my headphones up.
Yeah, so I was just picked off about the writing because, dude, out of 5,000 therapists in the New York City area, how the fuck did Muse pick the one that's affiliated with Daredevil and the Fisk's family?
You got a point.
How?
You have a point. You have a point. All right. So for the sake of episodic TV, yes, Muse, outside of his costume, wanted to go to therapy, and the one therapist that he decides that he wants to be a client to happens to be Daredevil's boo, and is also doing therapy sessions with the Fisk family, Vanessa and Wilson. So I don't know, man. It's a weird constructive context. I mean,
has changed. Is there somewhere in the comic book storylines that this shit's happening, or
no? As a matter of fact, that whole Muse wanting to go see a therapist is nothing in the comics.
Really? Okay.
But what he does have is a unhealthy obsession with Kingpin. You know, like he idolizes him. So of course he gets unalived in episode 7. So like we're looking at if we're looking at it from the comics perspective, Muse he was just like unhealthily obsessed with Kingpin. Felt that he was like a god. And especially when he became like the mayor of New York City, he felt like I can be like his Ace Boon Coon. I can be like his A1, and there will be no problems today. As long as he's running the city, I'll be able to thrive. I can just continue to paint all these damn graffiti joints with people's blood, and I can serial kill all I want.
Shit, man.
But what was the other thing? There was a couple other things that you were talking about.
The painting, the way that he painted.
Yeah. So what was up with Daredevil? Automatically, he was in the sewer and he feels this painting, freaking watercolors. How the fuck did he see the structure? Know it was his boo.
He got a point.
That's a good point. So we talk about how Ray Charles can feel somebody's wrist and know if they fine or not. But Daredevil, he can touch a whole painting and know, oh, that's my woman right there. Hold on, man. I know her nose.
Yeah, bro.
But it's a painting. It's a flat piece of paper.
So can he see, or does he have to bang something on a pipe to see the picture?
Oh, that's right. Because of the sonar activity, he can see.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did that, but That's a good one.
So, no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was about to read Biggs's comment.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
She pissed me off talking about she saved herself. Ungrateful motherfucker. That's true.
That's true.
Because, bro, Daredevil was right there. He's like, I'm getting tired of these masked motherfuckers. I was like, okay, yeah, the dude that basically kidnapped you was a masked villain, but a masked vigilante is who saved you.
That's right.
So what's the problem? And then she was acting crazy ungrateful, which I didn't get. But then again, what is it? You also said, how did Fisk know to whisper from afar to talk to Daredevil?
Dude, I know. How does Fisk know that shit? Like, he has a whole report on every superpower he has?
He has a point.
Haas, did you get that part?
Which one?
Where Fisk was whispering in that room and he was talking from afar to Daredevil?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was great.
So he knows his powers?
Yeah.
Like, that was like he knows. So look, this is what I got from that scene. He knows the fact that his senses are heightened, so he knows that Daredevil could hear his he knows he's listening in on his conversation.
How the hell?
How the hell did you know that?
Listen, I don't know. It may be a plot convenience, but he definitely knows.
Yeah.
Nice segue to this scene.
But he definitely knew, and that shit like blew my mind when it happened. I was like, "Yo, this motherfucker knows he's listening to your conversation. Like, you know that?
I knew you were coming.
I know.
I had a feeling you'd be here."
I will say that it definitely grew into more of the character of, again, Fisk, aka Kingpin. Like, you started to actually see the comic book character really like come to light. The white suit, the demeanor, and not for nothing, he was just, my boy was talking deals in the back room, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh so, yeah, he was dropping all types of deals in that back room. He had the swordsman back there. He was like, "Don't think I don't know what you're doing."
Wait, so swordsman? I really don't want to go and watch Hawkeye. Tell me how good this guy is.
Well, it's just he's a C-level character.
Is he all human or is he mutant? What?
He's human. Right. He was brought up in the Hawkeye series as a very rich, like a philanthropist type of person.
Are you talking about swordsman? You talking about swordsman
in New York City?
Oh yeah,
and a collector. Let's say that.
Yeah, he's like he runs around in them circles, man. He's a.
So who was he? Good? Is he good? Like, is he?
No, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
He
brought people up, like,
yeah, because he was talking. He was in the beginning of the series. You saw like him as the swordsman, like helping some people out, like in an alley somewhere and everything like that. Yeah. And then you got Wilson be like, "Don't think I don't know who you are."
He keeps sounding like Christian Bale.
Because he sounds like fucking Christian Bale. He just
he
just pauses his voice. Don't think I don't know who you are. Like that. That's how I talk.
Oh shit.
But better yet, Bullseye getting out of prison, which is something from the comics.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So the thing is, even though that may look like the most cheesy shit possible, you brought up the fact that it's possible that Daredevil smashing Bullseye's head on the table loosened the tooth. Mm-hmm. So when he got in that room, he just wiggled that bitch out and just spit it right in homeboy's eye.
Yep, that's all he needs.
But then I started thinking Matt's his what he stands for, because he knows that Bullseye is going to kill, and I guess Daredevil doesn't kill, right?
Bro, he tossed him off of a building. He was trying to kill.
I mean, he knew that. You'll survive.
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't think he knows he has animanium in his spine.
He knew.
I don't think he knew. I think he was like, man, fuck this dude.
He had no idea. He thought he was dead.
Biggs, that's the thing. I don't know if he did that shit on purpose. I don't know if he knew that, like, he broke his tooth to loosen it up. The only thing I know is that, like, Poindexter was sitting there in handcuffs and just knocked that motherfucker loose.
Yeah, so that shit really irked my spirits.
That's comic book shit, bro.
Yeah,
How?
it is.
You
It
got
has to have some elements.
I want to lean on the fact that part of the reason Daredevil did that was he knows that he can Bullseye at this point. Bullseye can use anything to be a danger for say, right? So
Oh yeah.
So the way he hit him so he made sure to get out his aggression on him and then make sure it hurt. But he also knew he's not going to get the information he needs unless Bullseye gets out. Now, if I'm correct on that, that's why it happened. Daredevil already realized people are going to die, but I gotta rock with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, so that's what it is. Like, he had to take it's that tough superhero choice that you got to make sometimes when the bigger picture is at risk, right? So he was like, all right, well, he's probably gonna have to kill his way out of here, but I need him out here, or I can't figure this.
I can't avenge Foggy or whatever.
Yeah, he can't figure it out.
Look, bro, when I looked at that one scene, and I remember that from the comics, it was a Daredevil comic where he like spit the tooth at somebody and just basically like just crushed their eye out. So some of the things that Bullseye has done in the comics, he killed an old lady with a peanut.
Yeah, with a what?
Yeah, yep.
He fucking killed an old lady with a peanut.
Yeah, you saw what he did with his tooth. The peanut. He could do anything, bro. Anything.
Look, at one point in time, somebody that Daredevil was dating in the comics was inside of a building having a party, and he blew up the building and made Daredevil watch because he held him hostage on the roof and made him look while the whole thing was burning down.
Straight diabolical.
Damn.
He killed a father. He killed a father and his young son with a popsicle stick.
Man.
So his superpower is just adamantium, right? He's still human.
I mean, he has that adamantium spine and everything like that, but the dude is a maniac.
So his aim is just pure human skill. Okay. But where does he get the power from? Where does he get the power from? Adamantium?
He has genius level
accuracy.
Okay.
Like Hawkeye has genius level accuracy. Bullseye takes it to another level, though.
Bullseye he absolutely takes it to another level. And the thing that makes Bullseye so crazy is that everybody that has some type of personal connection to Daredevil in the comics, he's killed it at some point.
Yeah.
He kills Elektra, he kills Karen Page, he damn near killed Punisher. So
why are they making him look like a wimp in the movies?
Bro, man, in the movie. Oh, you talking about the Colin Farrell?
Yeah.
Colin Farrell movie was kind of like cheesy anyway.
The movie was cheesy, but he wasn't a wimp though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The movie was cheesy as fuck.
I don't remember that movie.
I could even bring up the fact that like
you don't need to remember it.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy, bro.
You don't need to remember that one, bro. That movie's
Red latex Daredevil.
Oh
yeah.
God.
Oh yeah. Daredevil's S&M red S&M outfit that he wears, the red leather.
That's right. Out there looking like licorice.
You got this dude throw roses and shit before their death.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's kissing roses.
Baby, kiss from a rose. La 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 la.
That's like Vega from Street Fighter always wearing a mask because
Vega. Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Oh my God! But then we go back to the party. Bullseye's of course loose. The cutting in scene. Matt looks Wilson right in his eyes before he steals Vanessa
from the other room. They're always talking to each other.
They call him Mr. Steel Girl.
Wait.
I can't hear you.
Facts. Wait a minute. Did you just say that Daredevil looked him straight in his eyes?
Yo, there's a whole video. If
like,
you slow-mo that joint, he looks him right in his eyes as he steals Vanessa.
He can't see.
We don't know that for sure.
He can't see, bro. He didn't look him in his eye. His face looked at his face.
Is Mr. Steel
Bro, there's something up with this dude. He straight up just like
But Matt's like, here, I want to.
yeah, he's like he ain't even touch her face. He was like, may I cut in? Pow,
Yeah.
off.
My boy Vince.
Yo, but their dialect was fantastic though, because he was like, yeah, you know, you did that the Froggy, and she's like, huh, how's Daredevil doing these days? Like it was like I love the conversation.
Like, all y'all know I'm him, huh?
So it was a beautiful dance. That's literally
it was great.
It was, man. Yo, like all that going back and forth, because I honestly forgot that in that final sequence at the end of the Netflix series where Daredevil beats down Wilson Fisk, Vanessa's right there
watching them go in.
So watching that whole thing. So it's kind of like, okay, she understands all of this. She knows who he is. And the thing is, this is the first time in the series that she's come face to face with him.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
They never got that close. And that conversation the conversation on the dance floor was amazing.
Yeah.
During the cha-cha slide. Move that sometime. Hands
They threw that on, I'd have flipped out.
Crisscross.
The cha-cha real smooth.
Whoever got a red Corolla, they getting sold outside. We had the cha-cha next.
Turn it out. Yo. But then, of course, Poindexter shows up at the party. First off, how he know that this party is happening?
Bro,
Matt texted him. Hey, come here.
Yeah,
nah, bro,
like,
he was just asking around town, like, what's going on?
You said
Matt texted
him. Matt texted him. She was like, I ain't no side bitch. Jesus Christ. But the thing is, I was looking at that particular incident. Yeah, Matt texted me like, yo, meet me at this particular address. This looked like a high level spot and everything like that. Of course, that whole task force that he formed is all surrounding this entire building. And literally, he grabbed what the hell did he grab from the kitchen to get old boy so he could get the sniper rifle? Did he kill?
Yeah.
Did he kill old boy with a fucking like a pitchfork? What was that?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know what that was, but yeah.
But yeah, obviously, I mean, look, this man is still mad that he didn't pitch a perfect game from the first series.
Mm-hmm.
And the one time that he wasn't accurate drove him into maniacal activity. So
wow.
So with this finale coming up, there's actual loopholes that are pretty much out there. One is the whole White Tiger sequence from episode 3. He gets shot more than likely by somebody in that task force that's wearing a Punisher logo. And the only time we saw Punisher was in episode 4.
Right.
So we got one episode to go. Does Punisher then redeem his name at the end of this?
They have to. Everyone's like, "Where's Punisher?"
Yeah, that's what I'm sitting here like, yo, Frank got to show up at some point.
Yeah.
Like, yo, just start taking cats out. Did Foggy get life? Did Foggy get life? Huh? Come on, Red. Did Foggy get life? Huh? Think about it for a second. Every day I close my eyes and I see my son. Every day. Straight up.
Oh my God, bro. Oh man, the dialogue.
I'm telling you, bro. Frank need to show up. That's the only way that this is going to work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that loophole, because if he doesn't show up in the finale after a cop is wearing the Punisher outfit and walking off, it's going to be nuts. We think the Dirty Cop Network is going to be the main antagonist for the Punisher special. I'm for it.
Yep.
I'm so for it. What's going on, Nerd Champs? If that's if that's the way that they're going to move, if for one, they've already talked about season 2 of Daredevil, basically Daredevil forming a team. Who knows what that fucking team is?
Defenders?
The Defenders, possibly, to go up against Wilson Fisk task force. And if they're doing this one shot in the midst of season 2 of this, then it's more than likely you can bond both series, that one shot, and the second season.
Bro, they got to sign Spider-Man for that, bro.
No, we need Iron Fist back.
Bro, that's gonna be a lot of money. They ain't gonna get Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
just do it.
Who paying Sony for that?
Pay them. That has to happen, bro. Why not?
For one shot?
I mean, not the Punisher one shot. He talking about for one. No, not Danny.
I was gonna say
no.
Yeah,
no.
You said Defenders.
No,
you said Defenders.
Give him a shot. Give him a shot.
I can say the Defenders without Danny Rand. Okay, leave the Iron Fist out of this.
Wow.
Oh man.
Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. That's it.
The immortal Iron Fist, by the way, the immortal.
Absolutely. Yep. From Kunlun.
Yep.
I'm from Kunlun. You guys ever heard of that? It's a mystical place.
Comes in with barefoot and shit right into this corporate office.
Barefoot in the middle of the Himalayas. Fucking Tai Chi ass kung fu. It looked awful. God.
Listen, but if you get him, we get his girl. His girl's cool.
What if Danny Rand was all this time?
If she's the Iron Fist, I'm with it. Because she was at the end of that series.
What if Danny Rand was training with Wong the whole time, and then they come in and that'd be good.
I'll accept that.
Yes,
I'll accept that.
And Doctor Strange and get him.
No,
so we can't have
Wong. Yes, but Doctor Strange, no. Wong would make sense.
Yes,
but then if Shang-Chi show up, he better not try to fight him. I need Shang-Chi to just give him the just give him all types
straight.
So I want to know what do the kick. I want to know what Shang-Chi's sister's doing with the
10 rings.
With the 10 rings right now.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, what is it? Shang-Chi has the 10 rings, and she took over the organization of the 10 rings.
That's what I'm talking about. I want to know what's cracking over there with her and her crew.
Yeah, because
we won't find out because they won't put them in anything.
Yeah, she's now a leader of organized crime.
I want to know more about it.
And it sucks that we didn't get episode. Was it the part 2?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, it's not even like there's no date.
It's not even in the works or anything.
Yo, appreciate the sub, man. Thank you, Nerd Champs.
Read it. Nerd Champs.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so what happened? There's no segue or
nothing.
Well, this is the thing. We know all the things, the precursors that ended that first movie, where we know that she took over the organization. What's up, Andre? We know that basically Wong and Captain Marvel, they were all like basically studying and analyzing the 10 rings, and they realized that they were a beacon to a whole nother dimension, and that something was coming. And then the thing just goes to black, and yo, come on.
That's another dimension right there.
That is the real legend of the 10 rings right there. It's the legend of the 20 rings right there.
Yeah, you got 10 on each arm.
That is my dude from Kung Fu Hustle. Stop.
Yo, for real. Kung Fu Hustle is that shit, bro.
Oh my God. All right, yo. So let's get to these comments and see what these people think. I know that I know you said that they're roasting us because we spoiled it. So how many of these comments are going to be like, dude, you spoiled it for me?
Asking where I'm from?
No, where you at?
He says you're a locked character.
Yeah, you're noob Cybot right now. Where you at?
Yeah.
I'm in Tampa, bro. But I had to park the car so I could jump on the podcast, man. I did it for y'all.
Right.
Okay, so to elaborate, he is a black man in the middle of the South right now in a dark car. This is very dangerous, and I hope that he finds shelter.
Who shot you?
All right, here we go. James, do the opening for our Facebook comments.
Yeah, so Facebook comments, of course. Why did Matt take a bullet for Kingpin? So we're wondering why the hell did he jump in front of a bullet for Kingpin? Poindexter's right there. He hears the gun clicking. He jumps in front of Kingpin and he gets shot.
Perfect. All right.
Are we actually going to see Punisher doing Punisher things? I'm waiting myself, Matthew.
Listen.
That's what has to happen in the season finale.
That's what's happening. Daredevil and Punisher are teaming up.
He said Fisk can fix it. What?
Yeah. Hey, listen. Okay.
Don't post spoilers. Nike Tunsha. What?
I don't know.
Okay, thanks, Constantine.
Did you just call me a nigga? What you say?
Goddamn right, bro.
Yeah, he didn't see it coming.
I'm not Ralphie. I go on vacation and I'm.
There's a crazy hour difference. There's a crazy hour difference. Wow, unnecessary. Unnecessary.
All right, here we go.
Just waiting for one of the best EP episodes. Love it. Yes. What? Where are you from? Well, all right, you gotta explain to me what that said.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Jorge, we're gonna need translation on some of these comments.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put the translator on.
Hey, you got the comments from Myanmar. What is this?
They're not speaking American. I don't understand
Burmese.
what's happening.
You said how the hell they're
What the fuck did I do? I just living. I'm living.
Why did they say
nothing? Crazy hour difference.
All right, here we go.
Spoilers with no context. Yes, that. See, I like it.
Yo, this is good.
That's
good.
That's a good one.
That's good. That's good.
I wanted to know it was me. Yes. Still no Punisher. Yeah, look, I'm waiting, bro.
Bro, next episode. That's the team up.
Yo, Andre said, Haas, are you a private investigator on a private investigator job in Tampa?
I'm on a stakeout.
He's a horrible job at the stakeout. Yelling.
I'm on a stakeout right now.
Here we go.
I need to catch up. Yeah, you need to.
Matter of fact, I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's a perpetrator going into their house.
Oh my God! What the fuck, bro? Jesus Christ! Look at that.
Are we on Cops?
That was what you gonna do.
My bad. Anyway,
he said, on Cops, they had a lot of Florida episodes on Cops.
Yep.
He said this episode wasn't as bad as some of the others for sure, but it really feels too little too late for this season. There's little to no action and barely any Daredevil. It feels like it wants to be Penguin, which didn't need Batman, but it also wasn't called Batman. Not hating the show, but also really not loving it, sadly.
Damn.
You know what? I'm not gonna knock that because
I can't knock that.
That person. yo, hold up.
Oh shit!
You the new Peter Guns.
Oh man, not Peter Guns. Y'all see the clip with Peter Guns? He got up with the dude, and dude was like, yo, why you do that, man? He was like, Peter Guns, nigga, you a cheater too.
Like, where's me?
What you talking about? You a cheater too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's but what I was saying was I can respect that comment because that person's perception of reality, like they were looking for something, they didn't get it out the show. Like I'm not gonna knock that. It wasn't being disrespectful, gave a well-detailed message. I just don't fucking agree with it. That's all.
I respect it.
But I respect it. Yeah, respect it.
Here we go.
The ending was beyond dumb. Also, why is everything so damn bright? It was a party.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, every
party
spotlight, literally. Yeah, but again, there was a lot of spotlights. There was a lot of spotlights.
Yeah.
It was unnecessary. I had to lower the brightness a little bit. I'll admit it.
Sound like Game of Thrones. That episode was pitch black the whole time, and I was wondering if I bought the right TV.
Oh my God.
That was the worst.
We've been waiting for, and we couldn't see it.
Yeah.
They're
low on CGI money, so they
hold up. Somebody stumbling into their house right now. You see that?
Oh my God! Look at it! Look at this! Jesus Christ!
It's two of them. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up.
Hey yo,
Yo, why were you on the stakeout with you? I don't want to be on the stakeout.
We're gonna be accomplices, dude.
This is the worst stakeout.
Quiet down. I don't want y'all.
You told me to quiet down. This is the worst stakeout.
You on the podcast? You told us to quiet down. What the
Your lights are still on.
All right, here we go.
He said Vanessa being responsible for killing Foggy isn't a twist. It's the only thing that makes sense, given that Kingpin has always been away from his empire while recovering from his gunshot by Maya. Which was established in the first episode. The twist is that Daredevil jumps up to protect Fisk from Bullseye's bullet. Hence the question. The question is why?
You know what? Almost a good read. Almost.
You were right there.
Yo, Dre's like, chill. You're in Tampa, chill the fuck
Yeah,
out,
you in
bro.
Tampa. You need to calm down, bro. Don't be rolling up on people.
Needs
Tampa,
He said
way
needs
more
way more
Tampa.
fighting.
Tampa's like a second home, man. I'm good here.
Okay.
I think everybody's kind of missing the point of the writing. I think we're all dishing for the action. You did get the action before. You got to watch Muse
It
and
was
Daredevil
3
fight.
full episodes
Bro,
of action.
You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
people are prematurely talking about this fighting. We're getting the fights in this last episode.
Yeah, bro.
We're getting the Punisher and the Daredevil team up.
If Daredevil is shot, somebody has to take over.
Yep.
We're getting the team up.
And it's
Team Black is in. He said yawn. Okay.
Oh,
All
go to sleep then. Go to sleep, nigga.
It went a bit Moon Knight. We only saw him in a costume for about 10 minutes in the whole series. It doesn't look like there's much chance of seeing Daredevil in costume for the last episode either.
I mean,
I beg to differ.
Yeah.
The series really turned into a snooze fest.
oh, he came
Damn.
back. He woke up from his slumber. He woke up from his slumber. He yawned first and then went to sleep, and then he
There it is.
misspelled
Okay,
series.
I get it now. I get it.
Yeah.
Spelling, please.
How clever.
This season has been very disappointing. Wow,
Oh,
word.
Zach,
And
really?
Andre said Moon Knight hate will not be tolerated.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Season
What?
has been
How did-
lackluster. Damn, it hasn't even
This-
ended.
You wanna
Yeah,
know
wait
what
till
this is?
wait
This
till
is
the final
Facebook.
episode to make a
Time out.
determination.
This is Facebook, and it feels like the stock market. Everything actually started to go really well, and now we're going.
Now the tariffs hit.
Yeah.
Yo, stop.
He said, so show of hands, does anyone think that the task force are going to get wiped out by Bullseye in the finale? That would be dope.
That was sick.
That would be crazy
That would be
if
sick.
Bullseye starts going on a shooting spree against the task force. I'm down for that. I like that, Tyler.
Please.
I like that.
All right, here we go.
Actors playing Fisk and Vanessa makes me hate this series. What?
Okay.
You don't like Vince D'Onofrio playing Wilson Fisk?
Nah.
This is Facebook, by the way.
This is
Come on, Rollo. His name's Rollo.
Your first off, your name is Rollo. Yeah, I was gonna say
Rollo from Sanford and Son.
Rollo. Boondocks Rollo. Okay, like you
name is
are
Rollo.
a scammer. Oh Lord have
Well, here we go.
Vince D'Onofrio. Because he's a hero. Oh, fuck, really? Because he's a hero.
All right, here we go. We're going to Instagram. So thank you, Facebook.
Look, watch it take a tide for for the best. Watch.
Yeah, now we're going.
He took a what?
That's
Andre.
That's like a bad.
That's Andre.
That's my bad, Dre. That's my bad, Dre.
All right, here we go.
Because he's secretly in love with him. He said that's the only plausible explanation for real.
I mean, it's Vincent D'Onofrio, and he's in a white suit.
Oh my God.
He's flourishing on that dance floor. Did you not see his dance moves? Time out.
He was
Did
moving.
you not see his dance moves? My boy was
He's
dancing.
about 320, and he was moving like a gentle angel.
That motherfucker was doing the steps.
Spoiler alert.
Song, bro.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. He was doing "Step in the Name of Love."
Oh man, did they put that on?
Turn
Man,
around.
red, dip the devil.
All right, here we go. Got two more.
You do. Yeah, that surprised me, but I think he did it because it's the right thing to do.
There's definitely something underlying.
That's not the right thing to do.
Protect my name, Kingpin.
I almost think it's stupid.
To
be honest with you.
Look, Andre said, Ralphie, do not start.
I'm gonna stay.
All right, here we go. Last one.
Because he got that season 2 money. That's correct.
Yep. And that's it.
That's it.
Rewatch the episode. I implore everybody to rewatch that episode and just skip through all the way to the end and watch Vincent D'Onofrio literally have the best time of his life.
But this is the thing.
Step in the Name of Love.
I need for somebody on social media to put "Step in the Name of Love" remix.
I'll do that. I can do that
on the dance sequence with Kingpin.
Yo,
my boy turned Vanessa around. He said, "Ooh," I said, "Go ahead, bitch."
Yeah,
go ahead, big man. Get it.
I'm surprised nobody else got hyped during that whole scene because if I was there, I would have lost it.
I want to know why all the innocent bystanders allowed this blind man to perfectly get in between
Intercept.
Wilson Fisk and take his woman, and nobody was like, how the hell did that blind man do that? They just all like,
excuse me.
Matt Murdock is not. It's not like people don't know. Everybody knows who he is. He's the blind lawyer.
Yeah, everybody in New York knows he's the blind lawyer. Yes.
So how could he just with precision take his girl like that on the dance floor? Nobody questioned.
To steal your girl.
Nobody questioned it. That's
Mr.
Mr.
Steal Your Girl.
Somebody finally caught on though, because remember, I think it was that same episode. Somebody was like, "Damn, he didn't even use his cane."
He didn't bring his cane.
They don't need it.
Was that when he was at the bar?
He was looking people in the eye.
He was at the bar and he left the bar without his, like, he didn't use his cane, right? I can't remember, but she was like, "Damn, he didn't even use his cane." Yeah, this motherfucker is not.
He said, "What's the backstory of the dude in the jail cell that got shot up by Alex Murphy?" All right, good comment, because anybody who does not know who Alex Murphy is, that is RoboCop. And RoboCop shot the fuck up.
Word.
That's a great time. He said, "Person, you a real piece of shit if you dance to Step in the Name of Love." Us. Round and round. He said, "Yep." She said it. They were so shocked that they couldn't even react. Like, look at this blind man taking Vanessa from Wilson.
Yo, Wilson still dancing.
And then, excuse me. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's the show for today. All right, so for one, next week, Sinners comes out, so we'll be talking about that, and we'll be talking about this season finale that's going to be dropping.
Did you talk about the leak photo of Robert Downey?
Actually, you know what? For everybody here in the chat, we have a little bit of exclusive. If you haven't been on the internet already, there is a photo circulating from Avengers Doomsday of Robert Downey Jr. in this outfit. Look very closely. Have you ever seen Doom's hair?
Nah. This is no, bro.
This is a no for me.
No?
It's a no for me.
Well, he just needs to be in the mask, bro. We didn't even.
He looks like Odin.
But even I feel like you're supposed to have Doom to be dashing. You know what I'm saying? Like dashing. You know, a little bit of a young gun. You know, slick black hair.
This kind of looks like crazy.
He looks elderly.
He said he looks like Kurt Russell.
He looks like Gandalf.
He does.
He looks like Gandalf.
Media Man!
The Golden Lords. The Golden Lords are the real villains in Doomsday.
Baby Lords.
In another
bag. Like, no, that is supposed to be Doom. That is supposed to be Doom.
The most horrible part of Meteor Man is that Luther Vandross had a gun.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. Luther Vandross, bro.
Luther, of all people.
Luther, Luther is the opposite of I would shoot you in the chest, right as you fall. You look so good on your vest. I got no more reasons. I got no more.
If this gun was mine.
Like Luther, he's getting away. Stop.
Hey, look, Dom, I agree with you. There's a lot of people. I know Marvel does that all the time. They'll let fake leaks happen so that you're made to believe it. And then all of a sudden, like, you come out and be like, oh, it's completely different. That happens all the time. Sometimes these trailers are meant to deceive you as well.
They are
Straight up. So
I'm gonna make a remix.
Never $2, never $2.
You said Bill Cosby saved the day. No. Bill Cosby saved the day in Leonard Part 6.
Oh my God, yeah, he did.
All right. So next week, Sinners review and Daredevil season finale. So for everybody, every single one of us, myself, Ralphie, Haas, Jorge, of course, you can tune in to us next Monday at 9 p.m. on YouTube or anywhere where you guys are streaming. We will see you guys next time. Party Nerds go.